Hi, Omega Khaos here again with another real-life tech profile, and this time I'm showing something pretty exciting, my Timelord tech profile, the pure version. So I might ask how you can use a pure version if all the Timelords have zero attack. Well, you pretty much abuse the Legends effect and to burn your opponent slowly for game, I guess. And it actually, as you notice, it has no extra deck currently. I might add in some rank 10s in the future, but for right now it's without an extra deck and it doesn't really need one anyway. So I guess let's go over this deck. So of course, the monsters first. First, triple, launch on the timer, your main win condition for this deck. You constantly abuse this card. So yeah, obviously all the timeouts can be summoned if you have no monsters on the field on your side, and you can then no summon them without tribute, and then they cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects, and you get no battle damage from in battles involving them, and they all each have different effects if you battle with them as well. So this card, if you battle with this card, all your opponent's cards are thrown back into the deck. So that's definitely really good to get rid of your opponent's graveyard setup and all that. But a really good effect is that if your opponent draws, they get 1000 damage, but it's only once per turn, so you can't like FTK your opponent or anything like that. But still really amazing and can combo very well with certain cards. Then a triple Sophie on the Timelord is actually the most used in the meta currently, because it can get rid of your opponent's whole back row, so that's really good. And also your opponent like tributes it for a Kaiser or gets rid of it in some other way to the graveyard. You can draw an extra card, so really good definitely. Then 1-2 at a free Kami on the Timelord, really good as well. Can get rid of any card and it doesn't target or doesn't destroy, and then your opponent gets 500 damage as well. That's definitely really good for removal, and also your opponent cannot respond to the card removal effect, so that's really amazing as well. So it's like super polymerization in that aspect. That's basically the safest timeout essentially to get rid of like a certain card and stuff like that. And then one side on the timeout, just in case you have like really low life points, and then you can get them back to like 4000. That's pretty decent, I would say. And then of course the old Timelord, meta Timelord, get rid of like massive amount of extra monsters and stuff like that, and bounce them all away, and they get 3 high damage for each. Then your key card in this deck essentially, because without this card this deck really won't exist, more or less. Basically you can spell summon it if you have no monsters, then you can tribute it to search for any timer with 0 attack and 0 defense, I think. And also you can tribute it, it's treated as a 2 tributes for a timer monster, but you really won't use that effect. And also it's an effect you can banish it from the graveyard to summon any timer with 0 attack and 0 defense. So yeah, that's really amazing, but you cannot spell summon any other monsters during that same turn, so you cannot really use, you can't spell summon it and tribute it, get a search, and then spell summon with this effect as well, the other effect. So, but still really good. You want to get access to this card as fast as possible. And also I forgot to mention that all the Time Lords go back to the deck in the standard phase, so you kind of have to keep that in mind. But there are certain cards to keep your Time Lords on the field still. So still definitely really good. And the last monster is one Mathematician to get Time Maiden in the graveyard, so you want to get access to it as fast as possible, and there are actually cards to recycle your Time Maiden from the banished zone. But now that obviously it's now actually at 2 in the most recent ban list, but currently I don't have a second copy of this card, but I will definitely get it in the future. Now let's see the spells and traps. So first, a triple corner with a 1000. This is basically your main combo card with Legend of Timelord. Basically how it works is that you activate it, both players draw one card, and then all the cards that are drawn while this card is on the field are revealed, and if any player has a spell card revealed still, they cannot normal summon or set. So basically what you do, you have one Legend or two Legends, you activate this, both players draw, since your opponent draws a card, Legend's effect activates, and also both players are inflicting 1000 damage when this card is activated as well. So essentially, if you have one Legend, your opponent essentially gets 3000 damage. If you have two, your opponent gets 500 damage. So that's definitely really powerful for sure. Then triple poke of Eclipse to keep your Time Lords on the field, and also to combo with Legend of Time Lord, because this card also forces your opponent to draw in your end phase. So definitely really powerful. Then Book of Moon, just as a disruption card in my opponent's turn, and also I can keep a timer on the field with this card as well, but only one, of course, not like Book of Eclipse, but still pretty decent. Then 2, Light of Redemption, to recycle your time mana from the graveyard, from the banished zone, I mean, just by with a cost of 800 life points. That's definitely pretty good, but obviously it can be 10 if you don't have access to your time mana, so you have to be careful with this card. Then 2, Profitability, because you don't really spell summon that often, only with Time Maiden. So yeah, pretty good. But you don't want to run 3 because it can be dead sometimes if you want to use Time Maiden. Then 1 for 1, of course, for Time Maiden. Then Semi-Foolish Burial. So then Traps, triple Proof of Powerlessness. Definitely a pretty interesting card. If you control level 7 or higher monster, you can destroy all level 5 or lower monsters on your opponent's field. So that's definitely really good for disruption, stuff like that. But of course, if your opponent plays a high level deck, I guess, then it can be kind of dead. So then you basically have to size it out and stuff like that. But still, of course, really good. Then triple Magic Cylinder. So you can inflict more damage to your opponent to finish the game faster. So definitely pretty good. And Ring of Destruction as well, pretty good as well. Chain of Removal with a burn. Then 1 turn triple, because of course your Time Lords can be destroyed by card effects. Then 1 Swan Warning. Bottomless and Time Space Trap Hole. The last 3 cards are probably going to get replaced with Blazing Mirror Force, but right now I don't have access to that card. So that was the special traps and the whole main deck. So that was my Time Lord real life deck profile. Like I said, no extra deck. So it's definitely a very interesting deck for sure. And it actually has quite a lot of potential. I have seen many other Time Lord decks online, but they seem to lack focus, and I think this is the most focused Time Lord that actually focuses on its core strategy. So I hope you enjoyed this real life deck profile. For now, goodbye and Khaos out.